So I'm testing out aloe vera as sort of a hair gel, and I just got some jojoba oil, which I've heard about for years, and I tried a little bit of the oil with the aloe vera on my hair when I washed it right before I went to get the parting done, and it seemed like at least it kept my hair somewhat moisturized, and it didn't weigh it down too much like the coconut oil would. You can see in the other videos what it looked like then. I'm gonna give that another try. So I just put some aloe vera and jojoba oil on my hair. Of course, I want to do that while it's wet because once it's dry, there's no return. A lot of dreadheads will recommend using aloe vera to style your hair and to sort of keep the frizz down without having to resort to wax. Fast forward 3 months. I'm now at 3.5 months. I'm currently using what is this? Primrose oil and a different type of aloe vera. I really don't think it depends. Like, the other aloe vera I had contained 2% alcohol. This one doesn't, as far as I know, but obviously anything store-bought is not going to be as good as like slicing open your own aloe vera leaf and having fresh aloe vera. Aside from that, I don't really know how much difference it makes what brand you use or what ingredients are in it, but I try to keep it as pure as possible. Fortunately, it is really expensive, and so is the primrose oil. I've just been kind of trying out different oils to experience them once. So basically, I just like take a few dabs of this in my palm, and then I want to spread it around the ends because they're loose and I let them curl naturally. But the one thing you want to pay attention to is don't put them all over your hair because oil is going to prevent it from locking. So it's not the end of the world if there's like some crossover. Like, obviously I'm not being like so careful and looking at every single strand, but I mainly focus on the ends and leave the rest alone. Of course, there's probably some on my hands that might get a little bit on the tops, but it's not that bad. And then what I like to do, I'll get like a big section, and I have to make sure to do this while my hair is still wet because with my hair texture it's gonna set the way it dries. And if I try to do this when it dries, it's not gonna smooth it down the way I want. I'm using this pretty liberally. I just kind of like rub it all over each section at first to spread it around. And then I'm gonna go through and sort of retwist each one. This is where you should be really careful that you don't cause any breakage because it's gonna break more easily while it's wet. But like I said, I can't really wait until it dries because then it'll, like, my roots are gonna be frizzy, tangled mess. So basically, like, this is my key to keeping them looking as smooth looking as possible. The problem, sometimes I can hear like a hair or two snap, unfortunately, but for the most part I think we're doing alright. Just gotta make sure that they're not already tangled and carefully separate them all. But it really does smooth it down just running my finger over it like this. It's like completely different texture here later on once it dries. Alright, so that's one section down. Then go deal with the rest. And then just let it air dry. as usual, because with my hair texture, I never would have blow dried anyway, so yeah, here we go. One down, maybe like 5 or 6 more sections to go. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours now. My hair is mostly dry. I can still feel it's a little damp. It is really hot outside, so I think it's drying a bit faster than usual normally. Hopefully it does look a lot smoother than it did before I first washed. So